Hello and welcome. In this short tutorial, we will take a look at how to animate Gaussian blur in Procreate Dreams, just like in this example, where the leaves are in focus first and the focus then shifts to the rest of our scene. Keyframing Gaussian blur can be very useful, not only to add an extra sense of depth to our scenes, but also to direct the viewer's attention and show them where we want them to look at. Let's get right into it. The leaves in the foreground of this scene are all three grouped together. Gaussian blur is then keyframed for the entire group. This way, we can change all three leaf layers simultaneously. At first, the blur amount is set to 0. Then, about a second later, at around the 18 seconds mark, it is set to 9%. The rest of the scene is behaving the opposite way. Our video containing the imported background animation is set to 6% first at around the 17 seconds mark and then back to 0% at around 18.5 seconds. The same goes for the boat and the shadows it is casting onto the water. First, these scene objects are out of focus. Then, we imitate a change in focal length with depth of field by keyframing the Gaussian blur value. And just like that, the objects appear in focus. As a very subtle little detail, I wanted the background to feel slightly overexposed while out of focus and the foreground slightly underexposed while out of focus. So I keyframed HSB for the foreground leaves group to be at 50% brightness first, then at 47%. To get the rest of the scene to appear slightly washed out and overexposed, I created this overexposure texture, which I will move off canvas for a second, so you can see it better. The opacity for the texture is simply keyframed at 36%, and then, as our change in focal length is happening, it becomes 0. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. You can now take this concept and transfer it to your own scenes. Here are a few other examples applying this method. As I mentioned earlier, this is also a powerful tool to direct the viewer's eyes. Here, I wanted the audience to concentrate on the character first, but then, as the window blinds open, the character is blurred and the background comes into focus, inviting the viewer's eye to wander into the city and into the distance. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comments. In case you are interested in more tutorial content, check out my other videos and stay tuned for more animated clips and tutorials in the future.